brought the confidence from the unbeaten run in the season to that game. They just so happened to get a goal, but then when overtime came, guys were just like, we're gonna put a statement across the league that we're here to win MLS Cup.
We came into the game wanting to press them, and we did. We made it very uncomfortable for them in their own home field. For him to shoot it like that, it was very ballsy.
We knew going to Atlanta would be a hard game. It's a battle of two tails, who's gonna have the ball more than the other team.
We had to exert ourselves a lot of energy in that game. Last year we went through a lot. We knew we were still a great team. That holds true right now. Maybe at the time, people could question it. Now you cannot.
Toronto FC finished the season unbeaten in 10 matches, and they get the win here against Columbus Crew at BMO Field. Alejandro Pozuelo with the only goal just before the hour.
One. That's 10 in a row unbeaten. Yes. Capped off with a win. Capped off with a home playoff game, which we deserve for a shutout. And a shutout. Momentum is with us. We can beat anyone anywhere, but we're going to start by beating somebody here.
Odds were stacked against them heading into decision day, but Toronto FC will host DC in the 4v5 matchup.
Let's be honest, we're all going into uncharted territory here, guys. You know, it's single elimination. It's very different kind of football. It's going to be very, very deep. It's going to be every single play, every single minute. It's going to be...
For about 2 years now, we've been looking forward for this opportunity again, right? This is what we got in front of us. Let's just be together. Let's compete like mother for 90 minutes, and if more, we need more. Let's go.
Within the 90 minutes, we were the more dominant team. We were in their end of the field. They did have chances, but it was all us.
To keep their season alive. It's into the front post. DC United have life deep in
That one definitely, it hurt.
You're frustrated, you know, you're angry that we let our lead slip like that.
I remember very distinctly after giving up that goal and coming into the huddle before overtime, everyone was very positive and everyone was very adamant that, listen, we need to step back on this field, really inflict ourselves on them and the way we wanted to play.
Bradley forward for De Leon into the path of Richie Larea. TFC back in front early in extra time as Richie Larea, the Canadian.
The Wolf? Yeah, I've seen him do it before. He's pretty good at it.
The celebration's something. Me and Ash have a handshake, and so every time we were like, if we score, we need to do this.
When it went in, yeah, we were so happy. We used that to give us energy and just kept going.
Pozuelo's ball into the back post, not back across goal, and Sorio! TFC score once more! A double blow for DC in the opening 5 minutes of extra time. Alejandro Pozuelo down that right side. Comes back for Jonathan Osorio! 2 goals in extra time for Jonathan Osorio! A hometown hero!
To see him score those big goals is crucial. I call him a playoff also because when the games are high stakes, you see him perform, and he's always one of the best players on the field.
Quickly got a lead where it killed them. It killed their morale, and it was won in the first half of extra time.
Now De Leon against his former team. It's a screamer from Nick De Leon.
Nick's goal was so special because we were playing against DC and he had lost in that round of the playoffs last year, missing a penalty kick. I knew that was such a big moment for him, and I was really happy.
Some could argue that the way it ended, going into extra time and then scoring all those goals, was better than getting that 1-0 win. It definitely propelled us.
We definitely, I think, put a statement out there to the rest of the league with that performance.
favorite, NYCFC.
By far.
They're at home. They're the better team. We're in the regular season, no doubt. How big of a favorite?
If Josie and Omar can't play, they're huge favorites.
We're the basketball team. Let's get after these guys, win everything you can, sacrifice one.
We all said that that game was going to be probably one of the most important ones of the playoffs. They were obviously rested. They're a good team. They had home field.
Mentally, we were all up for it, and we were all in a fighting mood, and the strategy in that game worked out perfectly.
First half, we played really well, really well. We were on top of them.
Just couldn't find the goal.
And now Alejandro Pozuelo with a chance for TFC, who take the lead. Horrendous defending, and Pozuelo
The
makes
goal
the
comes in
pay.
the second half, and naturally they have a strong reaction where they push a little bit.
They got their goal, but we kept going, and then, yeah, Richie did what he does.
Coming off the bench, you hope to bring a spark or do something for the team. That was my way of contributing on the day, and I'm happy that I was able to.
And TFC will have a chance with just 2 minutes of the 90 remaining.
My first reaction was, what is this guy thinking?
It was more just, please put the ball in the net, please put the ball in, I don't care how. And then he did that.
Alejandro Pozuelo with a chance maybe to win it here tonight for TFC, and he scores! In the final minute of the 90, it's the second of the night for Alejandro Pozuelo.
It takes big balls to do something like that.
Probably one of the craziest game winners you'll see.
The excitement after that game was something that through all of our playoff wins, I hadn't felt.
I think guys were just really happy because first everyone's like, the ball's on this guy to try this.
Got everybody fired up, and obviously the camera showed. I was very excited.
Atlanta United are heavy favorites at home against
Bingo.
Toronto FC.
They're favorites and they're giants.
Wednesday night, Toronto's in a lot of trouble.
In that game, the strategy that we had didn't work. We wanted to go out and press them again and make it difficult. They caught us on the other side of that very quickly.
And then they got a penalty.
And Martinez denied by Quentin Westberg.
That was a big moment. Q save was a big moment in our season.
I think that save is what sparked the guys like, okay, like, we're still in it, let's go.
Benazet, TFC on level. Brilliant.
The thing that makes this one so sweet is winning it on their field. A team that MLS is very excited to hype, and we shut them up.
Toronto FC are Eastern Conference champions. They are headed to the MLS Cup for the third time in 4 years. Well done.
This playoffs we've suffered more than in the past, and that's, I guess it makes it even sweeter. The fact that we've had to suffer through games to get results, and also the doubters and so many things.
Hey, what did I say? 3 and 4 years. 3 and 4. How's this team? It's a good team. It's a good team.
You know, you could put so many things, you know, so many factors against us, and we got through it. So that just shows this team is ready to go through anything.
It is crazy for me to think where I was last year, and if someone would have told me after I got released by Orlando City that, hey, like, this time next year you're gonna be playing an MLS Cup and you'll be involved in the team, I would have looked at them and be like, there's no way.
I feel like in 2017, winning an MLS Cup was the hardest thing that I've ever done. And so there was massive relief after that. And this time is much different because no one expects us to win.
Just knowing how Seattle is, we know they're gonna have a defensively organized team, and they have some attackers that can hurt you.
They're also in their third cup out of 4 years, and that's meaningful.
I have much respect for them for being able to accomplish this as well. It's not going to be easy for sure, but no great thing is easy in life, so.